Hey everyone, Monkee Mods is offering a new Harrier slash Seagull threaded barrel in different length. Pretty much they offer the length that Worker doesn't offer. And I think it's a good thing since those 16x1 thread are becoming a standard in the hobby. Let me explain. I'm your host Dave, welcome to that. The brand new Monkee Mod threaded barrel. I ordered myself two of them, a 40 centimeter and a 50 centimeter, since I already had the 55 and the 45 from Worker and a 45 from Zenwiki. And right off the bat, something is wrong with this 40 centimeter barrel. Because if I take a measuring tape and I measure it, it is exactly 45 centimeter. And Monkee Mod doesn't offer the 45 centimeter, meaning now I got a Monkee Mod, a Zenwiki, and a Worker 45 centimeter barrel. Obviously this was a manufacturer mistake. I already contacted Monkee Mod about it and they solved the problem. But in the meantime I'm gonna have to cut this barrel to the 40 centimeter I wanted for my tuning barrel. But generally they are really good barrel for any kind of project. So now let's go on the table and we're gonna see how to cut this thing properly to make yourself a custom barrel, because with the threads already on it you can now fit this thing in pretty much any project, a ZWQ, a Worker project, any 16x1 millimeter thread dart gate, even the new Guardian Lynx that is coming. Let's go on the table. While not being rocket science, I mean, cutting a barrel, there is some step and you can't really rush it. To have a nice finish like that on the tip of your barrel, there is some step to respect and a minimal set of tools you will need for it. I'm gonna use this scrap barrel, which was the barrel in my original build of the CNC Viper. This was a Worker chamfered barrel that I cut to the right length and kept that little tip very nice and shiny. But the thing is, we're going to talk about cleaning the cut of your barrel, because cutting it is quite easy. You can even achieve it with a small puny little thing like that, but I would not advise you take a pipe cutter, a very small pipe cutter like that. This will not bite enough into your barrel, and having to tight it too much and going around too many times, like spending 5-6 minutes going around your barrel, you will compress the aluminum. This is going to change the diameter in the spot you cut the barrel. Therefore, we need to deburr, we need to clean the tip so the barrel will be smooth and the dart will travel very fast and smoothly. Because if you don't clean that very good, if you don't clean that properly, you're going to end up with a barrel that's going to break your dart. B-R-A-K-E, it's gonna break your dart. You're gonna go from 150 FPS to 100 FPS just by crossing this little nozzle, or the dart will just get stuck. If it's on the other end where you chamber, if it's too square or if there is residue, you will have problem chambering your dart and it will jam from time to time. Now, to cut a barrel. Like I said, this is useless, you need a bigger one. So first, you're gonna need a good pipe cutter. Like this thing. This is a little bigger, I had this thing for 20 years. This thing cut multiple exhaust pipe, hundreds of barrels. This thing is a great tool. You can change the blade from time to time. In 20 years, this is the 4th blade I put on it, so this is a strong one. Plus the big roller help keep your barrel straight. But the problem is, like I said, most people will try to rush it, and if you rush your work on a barrel cut, it might just ruin your barrel. I have a pipe cutter. I need something to measure it. You can go with a standard measuring tape, but there's always a little loose. I like to go with the measuring caliper. It's always easier. You set it straight to your 5 centimeter, and now we have it. I can just go there, put it there, mark my 5 centimeter on it. So now that I have this little mark here, I can just put my blade on it and cut the barrel. Once my blade just touches it, I go around and I do the first line. Don't try to dig too deep inside. You're just gonna end up spiral your cut and it's not gonna help you. Now that I have an even line all around it, time to put a little more pressure and continue to go around it. Little more pressure. From time to time you want to go on the other way. A little more pressure. A little more. Normally I like to do 3/4 turn and then put like a 16 of a turn on the handle just so it helps a bit. And now this barrel is cut. It took me a few seconds, but it's not done yet. This is not what you want to have as a barrel tip. I mean, this is really ugly. So now we're gonna need to deburr that little part before we do anything else to the barrel. To deburr it, normally there is small deburring tool that come with pipe cutter. It was there originally. It's like a little curved blade. You can just go around. It's not really hard. This is aluminum. It's quite tender to cut. So you can go even with a good cutter knife, a solid cutter knife, or just a pocket knife. You could do it, but you might scratch the interior. What I like to do, take a drill and a tapered stone like that. Those tapered stones cost something like $3 for 4. They are rather inexpensive and they will ease your work a lot. One important step before we go with the drill, take a dart, shove it in, blow it so it gets stuck at the other end, and keep yourself a little buffer like that. With the dart, you're going to block your barrel and you're going to prevent any dust from going in while we work on it. Any filing, anything. This way the interior will stay safe and you will only get some dirt in a little, very little portion of it. Now that the barrel is protected, let's deburr it a bit. Okay, so that thing is pretty smooth on this part. So I just need now to file the tip of it so it's square and finish it with a red Scotch-Brite. For the file, I will say you will need a wide file. This is even too narrow for what I have to do. You need something that is wider than your barrel. If it's not wider than your barrel, you're going to end up doing a lot of stroke on each side and giving you a lot of very deep creases. They will not seem that deep, but they will be very hard to remove. Quite easy. You really just have to stroke it once, turn it, stroke it, turn it, stroke, turn, stroke, turn, stroke, turn. You do it a few times. It's gonna take you 2-3 minutes to do it completely. And that was not that hard. Now for the nice finish, because there's still a lot of little line on it, but it is smooth. And to remove those, to finish the tip of the barrel, I will go with the red Scotch-Brite. All the little circle shows you how I work, rather easy. You stick your barrel on your Scotch-Brite and you rotate it back and forth. With your finger in the middle of it, behind it, that's gonna create a round on it and it's gonna finish and sand all the surrounding of your tip, rendering it super smooth. Let's take a look at the first pass. It is already very, very good. Let's go on another spot. The good thing with the red Scotch-Brite is that every dirt will, or almost every dirt will stay stuck inside, and the finish will just be awesome on it. In the end, those Monkee Mod Worker Harrier / Seagull barrel opens a world of opportunity to tune our higher end blaster. Only about 10-12 minutes will make you the perfect cut, but only if you take your time, don't rush things, it will not help, and please use the proper tool. Yeah, that's it for this small video. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at @ThatOldNerfGuy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell to notify for my latest video. This was Dave Fatag. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.